Good morning. Hey, it's not even 6:15. Good morning, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Welcome, 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 any newcomer. Thank you, thank you, thank you, veteran visitors. Question: can you pay for groceries with a hunk of cardboard? Back in 30. If you can manage to pay for your groceries with a hunk of cardboard, please let the rest of us know. The answer is an obvious no. But can you pay for groceries with a hunk of plastic? Yeah. And that can get many of us into trouble. And the reason for that will be outlined in a minute. Hope that this show finds everybody doing well. Welcome to my special life today. I tried to fit a lot of information into a condensed upload video. I apologize for the scheduling change, but not quite. It gives me an opportunity to say hi to all you wonderful people out there who are watching live and commenting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to get right to it, and then I'll take a minute to come back to the comments, okay? I'm not forgetting you. Thank you so much. If you brought a pen with you, you don't really need your pen for this part, okay? So I'm just telling you, bullet points to note for EBT card holders and anybody with any sort of government card or anybody on a fixed income, okay? On a fixed income. Doesn't matter from where the, card comes from. If you're living on a fixed income, in my opinion, this is very helpful. Bullet points to note for card holders. Your EBT card, by the way, if a person has an EBT card, they may be eligible for Amazon Prime. No, this is not a sponsored ad for Amazon. Just saying, just saying. Check it out. Go to the site. Ask about it because you can use it to shop for food. You can use your SNAP on Amazon if your card is active and you are eligible. And you get to join the Amazon Prime at a much lower cost, and you'll be entitled to the benefits that go by being a Prime member. I just thought I'd mention that for ease and convenience and for those who did not know that. Okay? Okay. Next bullet point, utilize my rule of half. What does that mean? If you're a newcomer here many, many times, because this channel's mission is about saving money, okay? This channel's mission is not about doing other things. This channel's mission is to talk about saving money. We may do it in various forms. Say we're talking about how we can save money if you are on a fixed income working with an allotted amount of cash. And this is a very important point for the people that do not live paycheck to paycheck. You probably do not understand and say, well, I don't want to just say I have to spend $50 a week for groceries. Some people who are on a fixed income or a card have to divide their month by weekly allotments. And that is actually kind of like a great thing to do because you are guaranteed to have groceries in your home. Okay? So if you are on a fixed amount, this show is for you. If you are not on it and really could care less, hope to catch you on another show. Thank you for stopping by. But this is specifically for those people, but anyone who would want to save money, no matter what your income. These are just great tips, okay? All right, so I'm going to roll right on to them, and then I'll stop for the comments in a couple of minutes, okay? Okay, utilize my rule of half whenever possible. An example, instead of buying 14 apples, buy 7. You could turn one apple and be shared by a couple of people, even 3, maybe even 4. Slice one of those babies up into slices. Put it in a little lemon or orange juice with a pinch of cinnamon. Put it away in your refrigerator. Yum. That took 1 apple, not 2, not 3. Buy 7. Just saying, okay? Study your local store circular. Now, you might say, well, everybody knows that. But you want to know something? Some things are worth repeating in life. Maybe like a refresher course. Maybe you've taken a break from actually looking at your local store circular. Maybe you've taken a break. And today, just the way you're able to watch me online, you could check out your store circular online, which is great because it gives you a head start. Keep your beverage bill down by not wasting money on sugary soda. You might say, oh, everybody knows that. Yeah, a lot of people know that, but sometimes people still buy it anyway because they're not adding up the cost that may change your grocery bill. Okay, that sugary soda may be like $5 per week, $20 a month just for sugary soda, which isn't even healthy for you. Shouldn't really even have it. It's not good for your teeth. It's not good for your overall health. I'm not a doctor, but I mean, common sense will dictate drinking tons of sugary soda isn't good for anyone. Sorry, soda industry, just saying the truth. Okay, what you can do instead, I love the bubbles too, so I'll go for the seltzer. Seltzer is a lot less expensive. You could get a ton of seltzer. You could get freshly sliced fruit that you have, and you can add it to your seltzer and make it more interesting. Put in a strawberry, put in a slice of fresh orange, put in a slice of lemon. You know, jazz it up a little bit of lime, you know, work with it, be creative, okay? Um, Now, when it comes to water in general, your best bet is to get one of those filtration pitchers. That is the cheapest route to go, using your own tap water. I happen to be lucky. New York State water is very good. I happen to be lucky. It is my utmost hope that in your state it's good too. Just saying, just saying. So what I do is I use that Brita type of pitcher, water filtration pitcher, and it works for me. Just saying, just saying. But you must also consider and do put away water for emergencies, bottled water. But you might say, but I want to drink bottled water when I go to work. So use your filtration pitcher, buy one of those reusable bottled waters at, let's say, the Dollar Tree, and there's your bottled water. You manufactured it yourself from home on the cheap, just saying. Okay. Try to get the best prices on condiments. Let me tell you, want to know what the best valuable condiment is? You're not going to believe it. Is it mustard? No, you might like it. Is it ketchup? Sometimes, yeah. But the most valuable one is mayonnaise. What? Yes, mayonnaise can be used for so many purposes. And I even did a video on the many things you could do with mayonnaise besides eating mayonnaise. Just saying, just saying. But it can be used in cake baking recipes. It can be used when you coat chicken and put like your breadcrumbs on it and shove that in the oven. It is really, really good. It is a recipe component and not just something you slather on bread. So I'm all for multiple use items. Okay, so think about that when you purchase mayonnaise. And if you could get the best price, of course, go for it. So mayonnaise is valuable as an ingredient. It has double value and great for cake baking. Next bullet point, and then I'll come to the comments in a couple of seconds. Okay, I mentioned the Brita pitcher. Stay away from very expensive one-time use only foods. What do I mean by that? Well, I oftentimes refer to, and I'm sure Steve Young was probably chuckling, waiting for me to say it, porterhouse steaks. Okay, I'm just saying, you can use a different method to achieve the same goal. You can have your cake and eat it too, but in this case, it's beef. Stay away from one-time use only items that are expensive. Why? Because it'll chunk out your fixed bill. If you're only working with, let's just say, a couple of $100 a month, that's about $50 a week grocery. If you spend $30, for example, on something that is actually eligible to be paid for by a SNAP card, but if you're using it like, let's say, $30 on a one-time use only item, unless it's an extremely special occasion, I personally can't see it, because comes the middle or towards the end of the month and you're looking in your freezer and you're going, what happened? You don't want that, because food in the freezer is money in the bank, and that's its own show. And I'm going to do something like that again in the not so distant future. Just saying, just saying. Take a calculator with you and tally up as you go along. Now, I know it sounds tedious. I know it sounds like, oh man, I just, another work. But hey, sometimes, a little work brings on big results. And you don't even have to walk around with a calculator. You can have a pre-calculation by just going online to your local grocery store and getting an eyeball and adding it into a shopping cart, if you will, as if you were paying for it online, in case you are not going to pay for it online but want to have an eyeball as to what this thing may cost you. Look it up. Be ahead of the game. You do not want to enter the cashier checkout with sticker shock and going, huh? No, you don't want that. You do not want that. Okay. Okay. Look for quality as well as price. Always strive for the maximum value of an item and not only the price. For example, one of my recommendations in a minute or two after the comments is, for example, 36 eggs. Well, should you get 36 small eggs? Or should you consider getting 36 extra large eggs? Or should you consider getting 36 jumbo eggs? What do you think your answer would be? I'll tell you right off the bat my answer, jumbo. Because eggs are already the least expensive form of protein. One jumbo egg can actually be stretched into like two. So just don't only look only at prices. Get the maximum value. Think ahead of the game. And don't always think when you buy 18 eggs, you're going to get the best price either. Sometimes by buying something, for example, in 3 separate dozen boxes, if you do the math, I know I hate math, but sometimes math is like your friend. Actually, most of the time, math is actually your friend. Okay. So I got to get rid of the 3rd grade mentality and grow up a minute here. No, but seriously, you have to seriously calculate, but get the maximum value. That is what it's all about. Maximizing your value at the best possible price. Never forget that if you're a viewer, you do not live paycheck to paycheck, or you're on a government benefit. These money saving ideas can increase your wealth by shopping mindfully. And that's what we're going to talk about. But before I get to the specific chart where you may wish to use your pen, okay, or you can always, roll it back at your convenience, whatever, and just watch this as I go along for a general idea. That's great. I am going to tap right now on the comments. I think there are some. Good morning, Life for Granny T. How are you? Good morning, Linda F. Good to see you. You've been worried. Oh, okay. Linda F is asking for Doug, but good to see you, Linda F. Vita, happy on a budget and more. Use a bit of mayo on the outside of grill. Oh, yeah. Okay, this has to get tapped on. There you go. Read Vita's comment. Use a bit of mayo on the outside of grilled cheese. I do this. Sandwiches to toast. Nice and toasty with great flavor. Delicious. And guess what the extra bonus is? It doesn't stick to your pan. It doesn't stick to my pan. If I slather a thin layer of mayonnaise, and by the way, the mayonnaise flavor evaporates, so you're not tasting, like if you don't care for mayonnaise, you're not tasting mayonnaise. All you're having is a wonderful grilled cheese sandwich. And that's a great suggestion. Hey, Debbie. Good morning, Debbie. How are you? From the How Debbie Saves channel. Anybody who has not visited yet, I strongly recommend that you go to her channel. She talks about frugality. She talks about meal planning in depth, like shows you, like demonstrates, like there, freezer, food, everything. Okay. She is absolutely wonderful. Not because you're my friend, Debbie. You know I love you. But I really strongly recommend to my favorite folks, who are the people viewing right now, thank you very much, and on playback, please head on over to the How Debbie Saves channel. And I also believe, 1 o'clock today, Debbie's on another channel, okay, on the Grandma's Wealth Wisdom channel. She will be interviewed by Brandon Neely. That's at 1 o'clock my time. So for you live show lovers, head on over there. Good morning, Doug. You could see how I spent $12 of your SNAP benefits on video. You uploaded last night to YouTube. Okay. You could see how I spent $12 of my SNAP benefits on video. You uploaded last night to YouTube. And that meal's going to last me for at least 5 meals. Bravo. Bravo. I love hearing stuff like that. Thank you, Doug. And I'm glad you're doing well. Good morning, Kathy. How are you? Okay, ground flax is an excellent egg replacer. That's interesting, Kathy. I did not know that. Very interesting. Great. Hey, good morning, Motown girl living in a southern world. By the way, I really love that. It sounds like a song, right? We bought a Brita filter. Well, okay, getting you up there. There you go, Motown girl. Jetta. We bought a Brita filter when Vivid hit. Okay, COVID hits. Instead of buying water, and save so much money. Hello, let me tell you something. Exactly the same thing happened to me because when my mom was around, she was like, it had to be in a bottle. It had to be in a bottle. I can't. It just like irked me. Just I'm like, but mom, it's clean water. It's just no, it has to be in a bottle. Okay, my mother wanted it that way, but now my mom's not here, unfortunately for that. Of course, heartbreaking for that. But I went back to my old way and I got my good old Brita pitcher out. And let me tell you something, I have saved a ton of money, and so can you. Do I keep emergency bottled water on hand? Absolutely, yes. I'm not saying do not do that. Please make sure that you have what you need for your family's needs. And go back to those emergency videos that we did, emergency stockpiling, not that long ago. Vita, don't forget. Vita, you're so kind. Thank you so much. Good morning, Granny Purple. Good morning, everybody. Saying hello to each other. What a nice group of people. Everybody is absolutely so wonderful, and I love all of you. Now, listen, pen time. Yeah, I know. That's a teacher of me. All right, everybody, get out your pens or just be a good listener. Good morning, Glory. How are you? Do you shop at multiple stores or just one? Honestly, I narrow it down to one. You shop at 3, they're all on the street. Well, if you have them like close by and locally, that's fantastic. Oh, please, my pleasure, Lori. Okay, everybody's just so sweet. Okay, so here we go. This is my chart of meal planning. I must preface this by saying this is my recommendation. This is not the rule of law, okay? This is my suggestion, okay? And you have to work with what works for your family. If something is on this list that your family doesn't like, please don't buy it because that's a total waste of money. Don't do that. Work. This is just an outline, a guideline. Tweak it. Tweak it to your family's needs. Okay? Okay. So I'm getting started. So if I'm missing some comments as it scrolls while I'm reading, please forgive me, but I have to go over this chart. Okay. Here's what I'm doing. I'm breaking this down not as meal plans. I'm breaking this down as food categories. Tomorrow's show, I will talk about specific plans that you can make meals from these food category groups. Got it? Okay, great. Well, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. Well, that's because I'm coming to you live from my tablet. Woo! Sometimes I rather use my phone because it's 6:15 in the morning. I'm like, Hey, by the way, raise your cup of cheer. Anybody bring a cup of cheer with you? Do you have a cup of cheer with you? I sure hope so. Mine is always decaf, so never worry about me. Boy, that Jetta drinks a lot of coffee. It's decaf, no worries. And many times I'm drinking water in that cup, and I like to put a little lemon in that. Jazzes it up. It really, really does. Oh, thank you, Doug. Thank you. Doug agrees. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Okay, so categories. Going to break it down. Going to get started with proteins. Okay, proteins. This is an overlooked protein by some people, and I don't know why. Maybe you just don't like it. But peanut butter. Peanut butter is a fantastic protein source. It's readily available. God forbid of an emergency, just eat it. Okay. Peanut butter. Now, this is based on my calculation, in my honest opinion, for a family of 4. Okay. So if you're going to go shopping, you may want to consider a jar of peanut butter. Always try to get the best price. Okay. And best value. 36 eggs. Yes, I specified 36 eggs because eggs are not just for breakfast. Okay. Eggs can be used for lunch. Eggs can be used for dinner. So many ways to make them, so many different things to do. They can be ingredients inside of other recipes that you need them for baking. Good morning, Patty. Kathy Fitzpatrick says she reuses large kombucha bottles for water storage. Good. Great idea. You should also keep stored water, regular water. Don't even have to like filter it like for like bathtubs and stuff like that for sanitation. And Doug uses empty milk containers for water storage. Okay. All right. So peanut butter, I specified 36 eggs. Remember, 2 weeks, 4 people. Got it? Okay. Okay. My opinion, but I believe I am correct. Okay. Any sort of canned tuna or canned chicken or canned beef or, stuff like that, I suggest four cans of either one of any, or, just mix them up, give it a variety, whatever your family likes. What I like has nothing to do with what your family likes. I can eat tuna like 5 times a week. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I like the taste. I do. Okay. Hey, that's me. But out of all the fish, I'm not really a fish fan, but tuna just is fine with me. But that doesn't mean it's fine for you. You have to do what works for you. Doug's drinking Maxwell House right now. Very good. Okay. Everybody's saying hello to each other. I just love it. All right. Beans. Okay. I personally am not a huge bean fan, like fresh beans. I like canned beans. I'm not going to lie. I have seen it, but recommendation for families of 4, beans are protein, but they're incomplete. Bean is not a complete protein. You have to team it up with a starch, like let's say rice. Then you have a complete protein. So make no mistake about that. It is not a complete protein based on what I saw. Okay. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But based on what I read, so team it up, okay? So get what your family needs in terms of beans. I cannot answer that, okay? That one is on you. But I do suggest strongly that you team it with rice, okay? Or even pasta. Okay, as far as fresh meats go, okay, you could go right away for, let's say, a chub. I think they call that chub of ground beef or ground turkey, okay? Get the best maximal price on that you can find. But don't always be fooled by that, because you want to get the best value. How much of it is water? How much of it is fat? How much of it is actual meat? You figure it out. You work with what's great for your budget. And also, of course, your taste. I like the highest one. I like the 90-10. I like ground sirloin. I like it. But not everybody else does. Somebody says, oh, that lacks flavor. Everybody's different. Just saying, just saying. Okay, Kathy's on her 2nd cup of Dandy Blend. I got to try that one day. You mentioned that before, Kathy, about Dandy Blend. It must be very good. That's right. And that's right, Vida. Vida, happy on a budget and more. Sweet channel. Please check her out. You can make tuna so many different ways. All right, so we got over with the canned beef. Okay, the ground turkey or beef. Get family packs of chicken parts that you like. I could sit here till I'm blue in the face and match the color of my shirt if I want. And say, chicken thighs are the best. If your family don't eat them, they're not the best. If your family prefers drumsticks, go for it. You have to work within your means, but also work within your family's taste. Because if you're going to spend money on food and they're not eating it, you just threw your money in a garbage can. Just saying, just saying. And Vita adds, beans are an awesome money saver if you cook them from scratch. Okay. That's good. No, that's good. Me, don't mind me. I'm just me here. I'm not going to really go through the bother of all that. I am perfectly happy with my cannellini beans or my garbanzo beans in a can. But that's me. And it's me. Uno. Me. Okay. Excuse me, please. Get family packs of either or, whatever you like, chicken drumsticks, chicken thighs, or roast one and cut it up. Don't roast the chicken. I mentioned it several times, but maybe for brand new people. Don't roast the chicken. Throw it in your refrigerator and just pick on it all week till it sours. Number one, that is unsanitary, disgusting, and gross. Just saying. No, instead of that, you utilize it for the first night, right? Then you cut up the cooked parts. Then you wrap them carefully. Toss them in the freezer. Future meals, okay? There you go. Doug says he grows great northern beans there in Texas, which makes them great southern beans. That's cute. Kathy says, low-income folks, let's utilize this here. Low-income folks are eligible for commodities. Each box contains $50 of food, typically canned meat, dried beans or grain, canned fruits and vegetables. Check with your county. That's a very good point, Kathy. Thank you very much for. I'm huge on, the last thing I ever want is for a fellow person here to go hungry. It's just not right. It's wrong. It's just dead wrong. Okay. So take advantage. Don't be shy. Shyness does not fill up your kid's stomach or yours either. Okay. This is not the time for shyness and never is when it comes to hunger and nutrition. Okay. We're talking about our health here. Okay. Basically, nutrition and health walk hand in hand. So take good care. Okay. And don't be shy or embarrassed. That's just silly. Silly, silly, silly. Okay. Next. Okay, roast. Ha! A chuck beef roast or pork roast, for example. Of course, a roast chicken. I was looking at a Lynn Wilson video last night. I have mentioned Lynn's channel several times. Why? Because it's good. Any channel that I believe offers the folks value, you're going to hear from me. You're going to hear from me. Not because I love the person or the people. Yeah, I just happen to. They're great. God bless every single one of them. But the contributions, okay? And don't forget the frugal money saver either while you're at it. Please head over specifically to the most recent ones from both channels. I'm telling you, very, very good. Okay, so you can take one roast. One roast can equal like 3 to 4 meals. 3 to 4 dinners, or make it different lunch. That doesn't mean you're going to eat it exactly the same way. And we're going to talk in depth about that when? Tomorrow. Because there's only so many minutes I could take up your time. I'm not going to waste your day all day long on one subject. I'll break it up and come back tomorrow. Doug says, and I'll put, whoops, wrong one. I'm sorry. I'll put that one up later, Vita. Doug says, I don't know about other states, but here in Texas, we have enhanced SNAP benefits in place again, which means $80 more a month. Wow. Okay. Okay. Very good. That's right. I did hear something on TV about some increase, and I'm very, very happy about that. So everybody use it to your absolutely best maximal advantage. Oh, no apologies, Motown Girl. Motown Girl says she's sorry she met COVID. Go back to the steak. When we used to get SNAP, you would buy a pack of Denver steaks, 4 to 5 steaks for like $5 when it was about to go out of date. That's right. Excellent reminder to me, okay? Because it's hard to remember everything. Please take advantage of manager specials. But there is a caveat to that. Do use it up either quickly or freeze it. Don't just let it sit in your fridge 5, 6, 7 days. Then it's bye-bye, and you wasted your money. So get those, but use them. Hey, Gothic Fairy, hello. Good morning, Cindy. Cindy said this. Now, this is a comment. You could never waste our time. Thank you very much. And you guys can never waste my time either. That's very kind. Cut up. Look, Motown Girl's mentioning this too. Great tip. Cut up the steak for spaghetti. I love that idea. Okay, got to go back to this. I don't want to lose my focus. I love you guys. All right, so get a roast, make a roast, utilize it. We'll talk in depth about that specifically mañana. Tomorrow, starches. Now, this is for 2 weeks, family of 4. My recommendation, I believe it works. Listen carefully. Get 2 boxes of pasta, but some of you prefer shortcut pasta, fine. You can make salads with that. That's excellent. Or sauces, fine. But my recommendation is out of the 2 boxes, consider buying 1 long box of pasta like spaghetti. Why? Because if you break it in half, you just doubled your box's value for free. Therefore, you spent half on it. Okay. Doug is mentioning something that I'm not aware of because I don't grow anything other than gray, but that's besides the point. Doug mentions, before he forgets, you could also buy seeds on food stamps. Okay. Oh, okay. So Kathy's mentioning another important point. Hey, Cousin Lee, how are you? You love steakums? You know, it must be in the DNA. I adore those. This is not a sponsored ad, but I do adore them. You love steakums, especially when on sale. Heck yeah. Fried with sliced onions, they last. That's right. That's right. They do last. They're individually wrapped and you can work with it. Okay. Wow, you guys are really rocking today. I love all these comments. Everybody read the comments. Now I got to go back. This is specified information. So please take note if you're on a tight or fixed budget. Okay, this is not for the person that does not live paycheck to paycheck. This show is devoted mainly for the folks who are on a fixed number dollar amount. But even if you're not living paycheck, even if you are not living paycheck to paycheck, you can still get value because the money you save goes where? In the bank. Just saying, just saying. And by the way, everyone that's on this situation, it's not forever. Always know you're not going to be in this place forever. This is not your forever place. This is why I always encourage saving. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's $1. Put that dollar away. I don't care where you put it away. Forget it. Like Steve used on his show, which by the way, please head over to the Steve Young Pine show, Young Pine channel. I was on his show yesterday and we talked in depth about a bunch of stuff, including he brought up a very interesting calculation for credit cards. Don't miss that. And by the way, show Steve's channel a little love. He's like 4 subscribers away from the big 50. Please show Steve's channel a little love. I really appreciate it. So Doug says he lives in a 1 stoplight town, so we don't get too many drive-throughs. Okay. Life with Granny T. As you know, she has a wonderful channel as well. You're from Utah. Hello, Utah. You could buy seeds, as Doug mentioned. You could buy trees or plants that produce food. Her brother bought her an apple tree. How sweet for her yard. Well, he was staying there in his camper with his snap. Wow. Nona Grace, good morning. Nona Grace, head on over to the Nona Grace channel. Hey, Nona, congratulations for going live. I have to tell you, I take my invisible hat off to you. Very, very cool. Okay. I got to get back to my list. All right, these are item specifics. Okay. So for the starches, get 2 boxes of pasta. I suggest 1 small cut and 1 long cut for the reason I mentioned. 2 loaves of sliced bread. Okay? Make a lot of sandwiches and French toast. Remember that. Never forget that. 1 box of saltine crackers for in case you ran out of bread. Saltine crackers are bread. Okay? It's just not sliced bread, but it's bread. It's a form of bread. And it stretches and it's portable. Okay? Didn't you know I'm going to mention this? 1 box of complete pancake mix. I have got to be the complete pancake mix queen. I'm sorry, I have to say. Do you know that video is almost at 10,000 views? I am so humbled and honored by that. We're hitting almost 10,000 views on that video. What am I talking about? My make a coffee cake from complete pancake mix video. You know why it's at 10,000 views? Because it's good. Not because of the photography by any stretch of the imagination. I mentioned several times that the technicality part, you know, you learn as you go along, okay? But the content, obviously, some people like it. I think I'll hook that up in the description box below. Yeah, I sure will. Oops, Doug says, oh, wait, no, there you go. Doug, don't ever get meat that has been pre-seasoned by the grocery store because that is how they get rid of their old meat. Ew. Wow, Doug. Thank you for that mention. I appreciate that. You know, we learn so much from each other. Life of Granny T says Doug is intelligent, never buy seasoned meat. I never did. Just. Okay, so 2 boxes of pasta, 1 short, 1 long. 2 loaves of sliced bread. 1 box of saltine crackers. 1 box of complete pancake mix. You can make cookies. You can make pancakes. You can bake a cake. You can make my bisconis. Should I keep going? You can make an apple bread. You can make a banana bread. 1 box. Complete pancake mix. when you're, on a tight budget, it does so many things. Okay. 2 boxes. Now, some people make 2 boxes of rice-a-roni or make your own from scratch. Now, I'm sure that there are a lot of frugal-minded people saying, well, I'll get a lot from scratch. That's true. You will. But some people rather have something pre-flavored once in a while. So, and also it depends on your schedule. If your work schedule doesn't give you extra time for that, do the rice-a-roni. Something a little different. Change it up. Or make your own version of rice-a-roni type thing, okay? Or do it from scratch because Steve's method is very fast. So it's really not about time, it's about preference of taste. But you could get those box rice-a-ronis at a good price many times. So check that out. And don't forget the good old 5-pound bag of potatoes. Please pick up one of those. Now we're going into the dairy category. Got your pens? All right. I suggest, and of course it's a matter of taste and it's a matter of what your family likes, okay? May not like it, don't buy it. But I'm suggesting 2 packs of those singles from that company, American cheese. That's my favorite flavored one of that type of cheese. They're individually wrapped. They're freezable, just to mention in case you didn't know. They are freezable. You can do cheese omelets with them. You could do a last-minute dinner of grilled cheese, things like that. You could add it as a component to make your own version of mac and cheese with your little pastas, your short pastas, and put that together. Get creative. But I suggest 2. 1 pack should be for sandwiches, and the other pack should be for recipes. If you have some left over, no problem. They last a very long time. Doug says he loves making beans with cabbage and bacon. Yum. Lori says, Lori, thank you. Your family absolutely love the coffee cake. Absolutely love the coffee cake you made from complete pancake mix. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you for mentioning that because it gives credibility. It's not just me sitting here voicing a lot of hot air to get views on that video. Almost 10,000 views speaks for itself. So, but thank you for giving it credibility because you're one of the people that did it. Okay, I thank you. And thank you for putting up with the shaky cam on that video. Oh, anyway. And Kathy does this. Watch. This is the next step. Make your own mixes and for pancakes and biscuits. That's good. That's good. But right now, we're talking about people on a fixed budget that need to know absolute prices, okay? Absolute prices, because then we're getting into the gray area of some flours. And for this specified show, we're going to suggest this. You do as you wish, of course. If you have all the ingredients, you're not going to buy complete pancake mix. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have that, not everyone's a baker. Not everyone's a baker. But with this, it saves so much steps. And it's very, very moderately priced, in my opinion. It's just too much value. Okay. Let's talk about margarine versus butter. Now, of course, it's a matter of taste. But in my honest opinion, use margarine for baking. Use margarine as an ingredient, like to help grease your pan type thing, okay? Occasionally, if you have no choice, use stick margarine. Tastes better than the spreads, in my opinion. That's just one person in New York City's opinion. But save butter for your toast. Save butter to put a pat on your vegetables for that nice flavor. But when the butter runs out, isn't it nice to know you have a few sticks of margarine hiding in the freezer for in between? So buy both. Try to get the best price on both. And I'm telling you, get one of each. You'll thank me one day. Nona Grace used to put rice-a-roni into plain rice and vermicelli pasta that you cook. That's right. That's a great trick. Very good trick. There you go. And Doug's grocery store has banquet classic meals on sale for $1 a piece. That's so cool. You guys really rock. You guys, all of you really, really rock. Thank you so much for all of your suggestions. Yay! Hey, Doug, question. Doug always makes his pancakes from scratch. Doug, do you feel do you like taste a difference? Is there an incredible taste difference? Like better? Just curious. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. But the reason why I'm always saying to complete, because you only need water. For the person on an extremely tight budget that doesn't have an egg, that doesn't have extra flour, it's all there. This is an all-in-one multiple use product. It is probably one of the best kept secrets of grocery store shopping. Okay. Now, let's get on with this. I recommend, please, to get that pancake mix and the margarine versus butter, one of each. Try to get the best price, of course. Milk, Jan from New York City is not a milk fan, okay? But that doesn't mean you aren't, okay? The only way I'll drink milk is if it's hiding in chocolate or a little bit on cereal. But I'm never going to say, hey, I can't wait to drink a glass of whole milk. No, not me. Doug says, what do you love? Doug says, you love the way Jan makes you laugh because, as Reader's Digest used to point out, laughter is the best. You know, you're 100% right. Thank you so much. Nona Grace, please share this recipe one day on one of your shows. Nona Grace, who has her own wonderful channel up in Western New York, makes her pancakes from scratch and don't need to put an egg in it. I love that idea. That's important. If possible, either you could share it with me or just consider putting it on one of your videos, because in my honest opinion, Nona Grace, there are some people who won't have that egg. Just saying. Okay. And Michigan Lady goes on to say she makes her own oat milk. Okay, the two of them are talking. Very nice. So let's get back to this. I don't buy milk. Do what you want to do with milk, okay? I buy very little milk, okay? Let's head on over to the vegetables. This, to me, is one of the market's best kept secrets, but not anymore because I keep telling you guys this over and over. Buy a bag of frozen mixed vegetables. You got everything you need in one bag. Plus that, you work with it as you need it, okay? Suppose you only need a handful for that recipe. You want to throw it in your crock pot for a soup or a stew, okay? But everything's in it. But if you don't like that, find an alternative, okay? This is just my suggestion. Also, frozen spinach is a fantastic value because I learned on a Rachel Ray show a few years back on the Food Network where she, had that originally. She said it takes approximately 4 pounds of fresh spinach to make one frozen block of spinach. I was blown away. I never forgot that. And it has such great nutritional value. So keep that in mind, okay, when you go shopping. Good morning, absolute adorable studio. How are you? Vita says, I hate milk, Jan. You're the first I know. No, there are many out there. We don't like it. I don't like to drink moo. I know, doesn't like milk. People usually are surprised. Why? It tastes horrible to me. No, I'm sorry. When I was a baby, I didn't like milk. My mother tried, I was like, no. But then there was a marvelous invention in the 60s called Bosco, not to mention Nestle's Quick. Hey, I'm giving away family secrets here. Hey, listen, I tell the truth here. I don't like milk. I'm not going to lie, just to make you guys feel good. Let me see. I would say this is a guesstimate. I grew up in a large family. I would say about anywhere like between 1.5 quarts a gallon of milk for a family of 4 would work. This is guesstimate. You guys know better. Okay? Doug, I love making strawberry milk and chocolate. Yeah, I like that too. All right, let's get back to the veggies. So the frozen bags of mixed vegetables, best value, and the frozen spinach, best value. Somebody says, how come I'm not mentioning French fries? You might be thinking I'm not. Get a 5-pound bag of potatoes. That's your French fries. Learn how to slice, dice, cut, bake, air fryer. No grease. If you want a little grease, fine. Put a little bit of that spray on, roast, okay? I love sweet potatoes, by the way, but I'm trying to be item specific. 5-pound bag of taters are your best investment, okay? So that eliminates the need for the fries and many other things, but we'll talk about that more tomorrow. Canned vegetables constantly get a bad rap. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I grew up on canned vegetables. I'm still here to talk about it. Just saying. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. And Doug says he uses margarine for everything because butter is just too expensive where you live. Right. Oh, I hear you on that. Oh, yeah. And there really can be a difference of price variations depending on where you live and what's going on at the moment. I don't know. Everything's a little bit different, but these are just basic ideas. If your family loves stick margarine only and won't even like butter, that's what you get. Okay? This is just like an idea, okay? Good morning, Marsha Bryan. How are you? Let's see what she's doing. Marsha's making gumbo today from turkey, leftover and frozen. I love that. Using home canned chicken broth with tomatoes, okra, peppers, and onions from the garden. That sounds delightful. You know, it's very chilly here today. It's going to be, I think the high is going to be like 29 degrees. Hello. That reminds me, time for a sip. Got your tea? Got your coffee? We're going to talk about beverages in a minute. Okay. Get your canned veggies. Check your manager's specials. Check out everything for the best prices. I recommend approximately 7 cans for a 14-day period, 7 cans, because the idea is you're going to stretch your meals. 7 times 2 is 14, a matter of math, okay? Okay. Fruit. Fruit's a touchy subject because there was a show about, I wish I could find it because believe me, I share it with you. I'm going to try to look for it again. There was an actual show, it was like on a public broadcasting thing about 5 or 6 years ago, where a married couple experimented how it would be as an experiment to live the life of a person that receives SNAP benefits. Excuse me. They apparently look like, as I call them, type trust fund babies. Okay? They're very used to having it all the time. Okay? But I congratulate them for the humility to try. Okay? They were going berserk. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know sometimes people have to count their eggs. Yeah. Some people do that all the time. They didn't know that you had to count bread slices sometimes for your kids' sandwiches. Yeah. That was a very humbling show to watch. They did a survey of people, many people that are on SNAP benefits. They get to eat fresh produce. This is from the show, not my quote. Fresh produce about for the first 10 days in a month. The rest of the month, either they forego it or they eat canned, which is fine. I'd rather somebody eat canned fruit or vegetables than zero. Okay. And that's why I'm helping you to plan this out, this shopping session. That was a very humbling show. And that married couple learned a very tough lesson. But they learned it, and I take my hat off to them. Does anybody remember that broadcast? Please let me know. And if so, what was the name of it? I'd love to share this in my description box. Maybe it's here on YouTube somewhere. Maybe. Kathy says it's 12 degrees there. Doug says, when he used to cook for friends, they would always comment about how they came out so light and fluffy. Oh, that's nice. Good morning, Letitia. How are you? In New Mexico, you freeze your own green chili in the summer. Pardon me. To survive in the winter. Oh, thank you. And thank you for being here. And thank you so much for your sweet words. I really appreciate it. Doug says eggs and flour are basics that he always keeps on hand. And you are absolutely correct. Excuse my froggy. Okay, so keeping in mind that if the fresh fruit and vegetables go awry by the 10th of the month, that's a tough time, as I label skinny chicken time of the month. Skinny chicken time of the month is not necessarily deliberate. Skinny chicken time of the month is sometimes it's just the way it is. Okay. So we're trying to do our best. I'm trying to help you guys. You might not agree with everything I'm saying. That's cool. And I don't want you to because we're not cookie cutters. Take the best extraction of information and use it for what's suitable for your family. Okay. So fruit, 7 apples, 7 oranges. This is for 2 weeks. Write them down or replay this. 7 apples, 7 oranges. Large. Get the larger apples because they're shareable. Okay. 2 hands of bananas. Pick them up. Not exactly ripe. Okay. Not exactly the ripest. Listen, let's be honest. We all have sweet tooths. We all have sweet tooths. So, oh, Kathy's bringing up something here. Kathy says she's known people who had to count sheets of paper, okay, like bathroom toilet paper. Yeah. Yeah, this is real life, okay? That's why, be aware. I keep my phone next to me. Why? It might ring. Be aware. An outside bell can ring. Be aware. I could get a delivery. This is real life, okay? That's why I'm not going to stop real life. I can't. But I also don't want to stop my live shows. I'd rather tell you real life happens and I might get interrupted. And yes, unfortunately, some people are doing just that. We pray and hope for the best. Doug says, okay, the California blend are great for freezer section carrots. Absolutely adorable studio. You love sweets. Who doesn't? Let's admit it. Sweets are good, but let's talk about that for a second, all right? Okay, now, this is where stores like Dollar Tree, stuff like that, I don't have that where I am. I'm not lying. I don't have a Dollar Tree store anywhere around me. So when I see people at Dollar Tree hauls, I'm like, I want to start weeping. We used to have a couple of dollar stores about a mile away. They're gone. They're gone because the rents in certain parts of the city are ridiculous, and they can't keep up the overhead. Some of my favorite restaurants are going south, factually, that I grew up with. Normally, gone south. We got to get moving. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Kathy suggests banana peels are edible. Chef Jana has some great recipes using them. They're tasty. Is there really a person by the name of Chef Jana? Seriously, because my mom, in her latter part of her dementia, she used to call me not Jan or Janet. She used to call me Jana. That's really quite interesting. Wow. Doug is still working on his Halloween candy. Or let's talk about sweets. Boxed cake mix is probably one of your best routes. But try to get them at seasonal times, okay? When you make it, you could get 12 cupcakes for half a box, or you can make 24 cupcakes and use them up or freeze half of it, whatever you want to do, okay? But if you already have the ingredients to make a fresh baked cake, go for it. Definitely go try the coffee cake at least once. Do me a favor, try it at least once. Give me your feedback, okay? And you can make an incredible 13 by 9 pan of it. Yum. 13 by 9 is a lot of cake. Doug's mentioning Ovaltine, and you guys is too much. An absolutely adorable studio is laughing. I like laughter too. All right, so let's go on to drinks for a second. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. The other thing I recommend just buy 2 or 4. They're so inexpensive. I recommend, well, family of 4. Buy 4 boxes of Jiffy corn muffin mix or whatever muffin you like. But if you like cornbread, I have an easy way to do it. Very easy way to do it. You don't have to keep greasing out muffin tins either. I have a recipe video for that. I'll link it up. That's for easy breakfast or anytime snack. Sauces. Get kids into, by the way, eating cornbread instead of very sweet cake. Cornbread is a little healthier. It's more grain, okay? Sauces. Get 2 jars. I'm giving you item-specific amounts here. 2 jars of spaghetti sauce. Compare prices for best deals. Now, sometimes you'll see pizza sauce, right? Check both, okay? Pizza sauce might be way more than regular spaghetti sauce, like marinara, but you don't have to buy pizza sauce. But if you want to achieve the taste of pizza sauce, all you have to do is enter oregano flakes and garlic powder. You're done. Pizza sauce. This is coming from a person of Italian extraction. I can safely tell you this. Now, Doug says, hey, Jen, as far as your amount dislike goes, just remember each his own, said the man that kissed the cow. Yeah, no, I know. No, I know. But I'm not going to be dishonest just for a popularity contest, Doug. I'm me. I don't like milk. I'm not going to get on here and be a saint. I'm not going to get on here and tell everybody how to live. I'm offering suggestions. Take them or leave them. Take them or leave them. And I'm also truthful to say I don't like milk and I hate math. I'm not a people pleaser. I have to be me. Take me or leave me. That's it. There goes 25 subscribers. No, it's all right. If you don't want to be here, I don't mean you, Doug. I know you want to be here. But anyone that disagrees with my philosophy, you don't have to agree with everything I say. Just like I don't have to agree with everything I hear. Free country. Anyway, let's see. Drinks. Okay, now this is personal. I don't recommend buying sugary sodas. It's a waste of money in my personal opinion. Tea is very inexpensive. Coffee can go from the sublime to ridiculous. That you got to search out. Can't give you any amounts on that. I do recommend instant coffee. Some people might go, "Oh, instant coffee," but you could control it because how many times has anybody out there made a big pot of coffee, right? And guess what? They did really a naughty thing. They threw like 3/4 of it away. What a waste of money. Don't do that. Sometimes you're better off using the instant as you go along. Okay. There you go, Lori. Now, grains, oats and cornmeal rank high, but only if you use them. I could sit here and sound like a virtuous, type person, but I can't say, oh yeah, you must have that. If you don't use it, it's a waste. Do not buy oats or other grains if you don't use them. Buy what you use. Can I recommend them? If you use them, of course. Right? Oats and cornmeal and other grains are very valuable in nutritional source and for components of recipes. But if you do not use them, do not waste your money on them. Oh, absolutely adorable studio is correct. Like me, she reuses tea bags. Just keep adding hot water to the cup. Yeah, especially since I drink my tea light. I go like this, boop, boop. Then I put it aside in one of those little tea holders. Then next time, about 3 hours later, I'll use it. But that's about it. I won't use it more than that. Doug's making some excellent points. Diversify your fruit purchases. There you go. By only buying those that are in season, and you'll get a much better savings from such need. Coffee. Yes, yes, yes. All right, easiest and least expensive. Cornbread. Needs only 1 box of Jiffy Mix. Give that a whirl and check out that video. Now, for tomorrow, and I'm not going to be on a very long video tomorrow, probably less than a half hour, but we're going to talk about different meals using my suggested chart. I did get item specific. I did get quantity specific. Tweak it to your needs. Before you leave for the grocery store, very important thing to do. Many people do it. Many people do not remember to do it. Check your existing inventory. If you have the thing, why buy it? If you haven't used it yet, no. Use up what you have, okay? Please, by all means, do that, okay? So you have many, many choices. And let me know if this chart has been working for you, let's say in about a week. Maybe we could come back to this next Saturday and we could talk about any results from this. That would be wonderful. I'm not positive if I will come back next Saturday. I will strongly consider it based on your reactions. Okay, so ongoing dialogue. Wonderful. I love my Jan Clan community. Anna Craft. You fill your own plastic coffee pods. You can control the strength. It saves a ton. Ah, Marsha Bryant. You use instant coffee to darken gravies. You know, you're right. That's also excellent if you're melting chocolate. You put a little bit of that instant coffee in there, and it like gives it a more intense depth of flavor. Okay, but like those, get back to Dollar Tree. So I don't think I completed my thought on it. Forgive me. That's the place if you can get like $1 a bag of cookies or something like that. But strong suggestion, get all the necessaries first, all the necessaries, the not so much fun part, okay? Whatever you have left for that half of the month, divide whatever allotment you get into two. Work with that, okay? And then what you do is whatever's left for that half of the month, you can treat yourself with. The treat should be on the lower scale, in my opinion. What do you think? Am I right or am I right? Doug, it's wise to look at your SNAP benefits just the same as you would money. Thank you. If you want to stretch them out over the whole month. You're bringing up a very important point, Doug. And I mentioned this on Steve's show, which I hope you head to. The recording is available. It's uploaded already. Just to say this is why when I came first on the air and I said, can you buy, groceries, with this? No, you can't buy it with cardboard. You can buy it with plastic. But we have come away from being mindful of to the value of $1 anymore, because everything today is an exchange of numerics in terms of using a card. Back in the day, we held green. We felt it. We smelt it. That thing left your hand. It was painful. Oh, this is a card. You're not even thinking. Not you personally. We, all of us. We forget sometimes. We have to wash that out of the brain with invisible solution. Okay. Get that bubble soap, wash it out of our brain. Those numbers represent cash. Now listen. Oh, I can't believe I've gone beyond an hour. I normally never do this, but this show was a special show. And I really am hopeful that if it helped one person viewing, then I did my job. And I thank everybody for their time. I'm going to finish up on the comments and then I'm going to go. Okay. There you go, Doug. Here's some more tips. Okay. And everybody's exchanging wonderful ideas. Thank you very much. Okay. Listen, I want to take a minute to thank everybody for your time. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate whose time? Your time. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. But tomorrow I'll be on at 8 a.m. Okay? Because there are a lot of great lineups on other channels and I don't want to trip on their time. Okay? So 8 o'clock tomorrow, if you'd like to come back. If you can't come back live, that's totally cool. You could get it on playback, okay? And I really do appreciate all of your comments. Why? Because I really appreciate every single one of you. Have an amazing day, everybody. And if I missed a comment, just know I love all of you. Have a great day. Michigan ladies, wishing everybody a wonderful day. And so am I. Have a great day. See you tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.